Welcome to a whirlwind tour of English history. We will travel through thousands of years, from ancient mysteries to modern marvels. England's story is full of drama. It is a tale of invasions and revolutions, of powerful kings and queens, and of ordinary people who shaped the nation. Are you ready for an adventure? Our journey begins in a time before written records, a time of ancient stones and mysterious rituals. This is prehistoric England. Imagine England covered in forests. Woolly mammoths roamed the land. This was England during the last ice age. Humans hunted here. They left behind tools and traces of their existence. As the ice melted, new people arrived. They were farmers. They built villages and monuments. One such monument is Stonehenge. Stonehenge is a mystery. We don't know exactly why it was built, but it shows us that these ancient people were organized. They had the skill to move massive stones. They had beliefs that were important to them. The story of England is beginning. In 55 BC, a powerful force arrived from across the sea, the Roman army. Julius Caesar led the Roman legions. They wanted to conquer new lands. The Romans fought against the native Britons. The Romans were stronger. They conquered much of Britain. The Romans brought their culture and technology. They built roads, baths, and cities. They introduced Roman law and government. Their influence on England was huge. Even after the Romans left in the 5th century AD, their mark remained. After the Romans left, new invaders arrived. These invaders came from northern Europe. They were the Angles, Saxons, and Jutes. They formed their own kingdoms. This period is known as the Anglo-Saxon period. One of the most famous Anglo-Saxon kings was Alfred the Great. He ruled Wessex in the 9th century. He fought against Viking invaders. He promoted education and learning. The Anglo-Saxons laid the foundation for the English language and culture. Their stories and legends are still told today. Section 5, 1066. The Norman Conquest changes everything. The year 1066 changed England forever. William, Duke of Normandy, invaded England. He claimed the English throne. He fought against the English king, Harold Godwinson. The two armies met at the Battle of Hastings. It was a fierce battle. King Harold was killed. William was victorious. He became the first Norman king of England. William the Conqueror, as he became known, brought huge changes. He introduced Norman laws and customs. He built castles to secure his power. He ordered a great survey of England known as the Domesday Book. The Norman Conquest transformed England. It created a new ruling class. It had a lasting impact on English society and language. Section 6. The Plantagenets. From Magna Carta to the 100 Years' War. The Norman dynasty was followed by the Plantagenets, a powerful and influential royal family. This royal family ruled for over 300 years, shaping the course of English history. It was a time of great change and upheaval, marked by significant social and political transformations. One of the most famous Plantagenet kings was Richard I, known as Richard the Lionheart, a legendary figure in history. He was a brave warrior, renowned for his courage and military prowess. He spent much of his reign fighting abroad, especially in the Crusades, where he earned his formidable reputation. Another important event of this period was the signing of the Magna Carta in 1215, a landmark in legal history. This document limited the power of the king, ensuring that no ruler could be above the law. It gave more rights to the barons, establishing a precedent for future governance. It is considered a cornerstone of English democracy, influencing legal systems worldwide. The Plantagenets also fought in the 100 Years' War against France, a conflict that spanned generations. This long and bloody conflict lasted for over a century, leaving a lasting impact on both nations. It ended in English defeat, but the war had far-reaching consequences. But it also helped to forge a sense of English national identity, uniting the people in a shared history and culture. Section 7. A War of Roses, York versus Lancaster. In the 15th century, England was torn apart by civil war. This war was known as the Wars of the Roses. It was fought between two powerful families, the House of York and the House of Lancaster. The symbol of the House of York was a white rose. The symbol of the House of Lancaster was a red rose. The Wars of the Roses lasted for 30 years. It caused great bloodshed and instability. It ended with the victory of Henry Tudor, who became King Henry VII. He established the Tudor dynasty. Section 8. The Tudors, Reformation, and a Golden Age. The Tudor dynasty is, one of the most famous in English history. The Tudors ruled for over a century. They presided over a period of great change and upheaval. The most famous Tudor monarch was Henry VIII. He is known for his 6 wives and for his break with the Roman Catholic Church. Henry wanted a divorce from his first wife, Catherine of Aragon. The Pope refused. So Henry declared himself head of the Church of England. Henry's daughter, Elizabeth I, became queen in 1558. She ruled for 44 years. Her reign is considered a golden age. It was a time of peace, prosperity, and cultural achievement. William Shakespeare, the greatest playwright in the English language, wrote his plays during Elizabeth's reign. Section 9. Civil War and Revolution, challenging the monarchy. The Tudor dynasty came to an end in 1603 with the death of Elizabeth I, the last of the Tudor monarchs. She was succeeded by her cousin James VI of Scotland, who became James I of England, uniting the crowns of England and Scotland. The 17th century was a turbulent time in English history, filled with political and social upheaval. It was marked by civil war and revolution, as different factions vied for power. King Charles I clashed with Parliament over money and religion, leading to a deepening crisis. This conflict led to the English Civil War in 1642, a war that would change the nation forever. The king's forces were ultimately defeated after years of brutal fighting. Charles I was executed in 1649, a shocking event that sent ripples through Europe. England then became a republic under the leadership of Oliver Cromwell. Cromwell was a strict Puritan. He enforced strict moral codes and sought to reform society according to his beliefs. He abolished the monarchy and the House of Lords, establishing a new form of government. After Cromwell's death in 1658, the monarchy was restored, marking the end of the Republic. Charles II, the son of Charles I, became king, ushering in a new era. However, the relationship between the monarchy and Parliament had changed forever, setting the stage for future conflicts and reforms. Section 10. The Industrial Revolution, Forging a New World. The 18th century saw the beginning of the Industrial Revolution. This was a time of unprecedented change. It transformed England from an agricultural society to an industrial powerhouse. New inventions, such as the steam engine and the power loom, revolutionized manufacturing. Factories sprang up in cities like Manchester and Birmingham. The Industrial Revolution brought about great wealth, but also great hardship. People moved from the countryside to the cities in search of work. They often lived in overcrowded and unsanitary conditions. Despite the challenges, the Industrial Revolution marked a turning point in English history. It paved the way for the modern world. Section 11. Modern England, through war and peace to the present day. The 20th century was a time of great upheaval and change for England, marked by significant events that shaped the nation's future. The country faced 2 world wars, which brought immense challenges and transformations. It witnessed the decline of the British Empire, a process that reshaped global politics. England underwent significant social and economic transformation, driven by industrial advancements and changing societal norms. World War I from 1914 to 1918 had a profound impact on England, altering its social and political landscape. Millions of men fought in the trenches. Many never returned, leaving a lasting legacy of loss and remembrance. The war led to the rise of new ideologies, such as communism and fascism, which influenced global and domestic politics. After the war, England faced economic depression and social unrest, struggling to rebuild and recover. The country was hit hard by the Great Depression in the 1930s, leading to widespread poverty and hardship. World War II, from 1939 to 1945, was another defining moment, testing the nation's resilience. England stood alone against Nazi Germany for a year after the fall of France, showcasing its determination and courage. The country endured bombing raids during the Blitz, with civilians showing remarkable bravery and solidarity. After World War II, England experienced a period of rebuilding and recovery, focusing on restoring its cities and infrastructure. The country established the welfare state, providing healthcare and education for all, which transformed the quality of life for many citizens. It played a key role in the formation of the United Nations, contributing to global peace and cooperation. The British Empire gradually dissolved as former colonies gained their independence, marking the end of an era. In recent decades, England has become a multicultural society enriched by diverse cultures and traditions. It has faced challenges such as globalization, terrorism, and climate change, which continue to shape its present and future. Section 12. Conclusion: England's enduring legacy. From prehistoric times to the present day, England's story is one of resilience, innovation, and change. The country has been shaped by waves of invaders, revolutions, and social movements. It has left an indelible mark on the world through its language, literature, and culture. England's history is not just a story of the past. It is a story that continues to unfold today. As England navigates the challenges of the 21st century, its rich and complex past provides both inspiration and guidance.